Welcome back to another AvePoint Quick Bites tutorial. Today we're going to be setting up your Google custom app. The custom app is what we recommend so that you don't run into any throttling with your Google products. The first step is to select or create the project that we'll be working in. Once that's created under your project, you want to go to the Google Cloud Console and you want to click on Enable APIs and Services. There's going to be a list of APIs for you to select here that needs to be enabled, and that depends on which product you're using with us. For example, here in our documentation, you can see what I need for cloud backup for Google Workspace. Keep in mind that different APIs may be required for different workloads, so double check this depending on which product you own. With the API, simply search for it, find the API, and then hit enable. This for each API that you need for your product. Next, we want to create the service account. Now, in order to create the service account, you have to make sure that your organization policy for those service accounts are disabled. In order to do so, go under your organization policies in your Google Cloud Console and scroll down and make sure that the disable service account creation, disable service account key creation, and disable service account key upload are all set to inactive. Please keep in mind that in order to actually turn these off, you do need to have the organization policy administrator role applied to you and able to manage the service. Doing so is super simple. We would just go to the Google Cloud IAM, hit up the organization, and then make sure to give yourself grant access to that permission. Disabling the service is simple enough. We'll simply click on it, hit on Manage Policy, and we want to override the parent policy and turn it off. Now for the creation of the actual service account, we're going to go back to the Cloud Console and we're going to hit Credentials. At the top, you should see a button that says Create Credentials, then Service Account. Here, we're going to name our service account and give it a unique service account ID. This should fill in if once you name the service account, it should automatically give you a service account ID. Once done, hit Create and Close. And back on the credentials, you should be able to click on your newly created service account. At the top, we want to hit Keys, and we're going to want to hit Add Key, and then create a new key. We recommend that you save this as a JSON file and save it somewhere that you can have easy access to, because we'll be using this information for later purposes of this video. We're now going to make sure that we have the correct OAuth scopes enabled for this environment. To do so, head over to the admin console for Google. I want to head over to Security, Access and Data Control, and then API Controls. Here, we're going to make sure that we select Manage Domain-Wide Delegation. Once you're set up here, you want to click on Add New. This new pop-up, we want to add our OAuth scopes and the client ID. Now, the client ID can be found in that little document that you saved the key with. You're going to want to open that up, and then at the very bottom, you should see Client ID. And then everything in those brackets is what you need to input. For OAuth scopes, again, it's similar to our previous setup where it depends on which product you have. So if you have cloud backup for Google, you're going to want to click on that. And at the very bottom, you'll see the required OAuth scopes in our documentation. Take the OAuth scopes depending on what workload you need and make sure to input them. It's completed. You should have the name of your OAuth scopes and how many you've added. Now that we have everything set up on the Google side, we have to consent on the AvePoint Online Services side. If you haven't already, make sure you're connected with your Google tenant to your AvePoint Online Services tenant. And please make sure to read that you do need a specific app from the Google Workspace Marketplace enabled. Make sure that the user that you're signing in with has the following privileges. Once that's enabled, you want to come over to App Management and hit Create. You're going to switch to your Google tenant, and you're going to select the product that you have for Google Workspace. On the setup method, we're going to use custom mode. And here we're going to fill out what we want to name our app profile, the admin account, and that Google service account that we created earlier in this video. Again, to double check, that admin account must have the correct permissions depending on the product, which is listed here. The name of the service account which is created can be found in the Google Cloud Console. And then finally, using that JSON file that we saved from the key, we want to enter the entire private key. Please make a note of where the begin private key and where the end private key suffix and prefix are when copying and pasting this in. Once that information is input, you can click Finish, and you should be able to run your scan and then be able to use Google Workspace within the Confidence Platform.
Continue your learning journey. Scan the QR code for step-by-step instructions on AvePoint Learn. And for more practical tips and product walkthroughs, subscribe to our YouTube channel.